So this exercise is a fantastic one for strengthening all through the lower limb. So pretty much from here downwards, the tibialis anterior muscle and the peroneals are affected, and somewhat the tibialis posterior muscles too, and some of the muscles in your feet too. It helps mobilize the foot joints too. So the subtalar joint. So the ankle, when it does this motion, is coming from the joint here where the tibia comes into the talus bone. When we do side motions like this, where it's going side to side, it's called the subtalar joint, and it's the joint underneath here. So the movement's coming from this part. I have my feet against the wall, come out about the length of your foot, and then I'm lifting up here. So we just do this first. So your legs stay straight. I'm just lifting up as high as I can go. You may find there's one ankle or one foot that seems to rise higher, or it feels weaker, harder to do. Just notice this first. So there's a few different ways to play with this, and playing is the word. So we want to be able to access different ways of moving. So if you can think about your foot in two parts, so your big toe and the second toe here, or the inner edge of your foot is another way to think about it, and the outer three toes here, here, and here, or the outer edge of your foot. So we have inner edge, outer edge. So we're going to use that. Okay, so we'll come up just straight off the floor first to start. Then we angle the feet, so we're going to come down on the outer edge, then place the feet down. Then we're going to scoop the feet this way. So we're lifting the outer edge off. And then we come up on the inner edge, angle the feet, come back down on the outer edge, feet come across, pressure into the inner edge. We lift, curl the feet, come down on the outer edge again, across, pressure change, come up the inner edge. Then we reverse it. So we go down on the inner edge, across, scoop, so we're coming off, peeling off the outer edge, turn, down on inner edge, transfer weight, outer edge. Okay, so that's one way to do it. That'll get everything fired up here. It'll mobilize the joint. Another way we can do it is to come up and just practice this scooping. So I'm trying to scoop my feet out, then I'm trying to scoop them in, as if I'm facing my bottom of my feet away from me, and then I'm trying to face them together. So there's going to be a change of weight on the heels. So my weight's more on the inner edge of my heel. Then as I scoop, it goes more on the outer edge of my heel. And that'll fry this quite fast. And the other way to do it is to come up, come down on the outer edge, rest so the whole foot touches the ground. And then you're peeling off, coming up off the outer edge, turn the feet in, down on the inner edge, let the foot be flat, peel it again, so we're coming up off the inner edge, open out, outer edge, lift up from the outer edge again, turn it in. So inner edge down, inner edge up, outer edge down, outer edge up. So you can play with that. So it'll mobilize the foot joints, the joints here too, subtalar joint, the navicular, some of the cuneiforms in the feet, and it'll affect what's happening with the knees and even the hips here. And you go till it's fried. So for a lot of people, 10 to 20 reps, 2 sets is enough. And the way you make this stronger, you can do one or two things. So some people find coming out further, it's way harder. That's definitely true. Coming closer can actually be harder too, because it's harder to get that last bit of range. And then how you progress it from there is come back to where you started, and you're putting less weight through one of the legs. So I've got less weight going through this foot here, so I'm shifting my weight across. So I'm doing it with about 70% of my weight in this leg. So I'm doing the same process, but it's just the one side until I can't do it, but you're doing it lifting just with one leg. Okay, and that's very strong by that point. And this will be useful to do every second day.